Welcome to FOH this week. A little bit special. Got Smithy, Jeremy up here. We're going to review a Lancero that I brought back from Havana. And it's rolled by, well, a roll who's become quite well known. Alex from the Commodoro, Alejandro Alias. Done some great stuff. Really, really interesting stuff. If you look at the construction of these, they feel immaculate, don't they?
Yeah. Thanks for giving us a chance to say hi, Rob.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
just charging on in there. Aren't
Charge on in there, baby. I mean, really.
They look superb. They smell fantastic.
Yeah, the aroma
Yeah. Beautiful.
is
Fresh.
intense.
It is intense. Barnyard.
So I brought these back November. Where are we now? End January. So they've been 60 days or so.
Yeah.
Back here, ready for a try. I think they've got, having smoked some of these, they've got years and years and years left in them. But it's not easy to find skinny gauge cigars in Havana these days. Can I tell you? Not custom rolled ones. They're all Donkey Kong cigars, and while there's a time and a place for them, something elegant like this, Monsdales, these, etc.
What's your theory? It reminds you of a Waterman pen, and therefore.
Look at this. Look at this. I feel so much smarter just doing that. You know, you can do this. Look.
You can think.
You can talk.
Jez is done. He's out.
This is what I like. Everyone goes, where am I? Everyone goes on and on about looking after their cigars. Rob's bought the whole bundle up. It's nearing 28 degrees here, and they're just sitting on the table here for later.
We'll let
You know?
this all out. Okay? Just,
Well,
you know.
hang on a second. Cigars aren't as delicate as people imagine them to
Exactly.
be. I mean, in the end, this is the temperature in Havana in summer. If you're a factory, that's exactly what they're going to be.
Yeah.
There ain't no air conditioning in those rooms.
And
Most of them, anyway.
And we intend to smoke all of those.
Exactly right. So we're going to light this up shortly, but I know you guys haven't had one of these before.
No,
So we'll
never.
come back to you at the end of the first third and go through some commentary in regards to one of the crack rollers out of Havana, and certainly one of my favourite formats. Until then. First third, actually, of this Lancero by Alex. We're actually discussing the mould research project, and thank you very much for those guys who are in the process of sending their mould and plume cigars into us for scientific analysis. And we hope to get a paper out in a couple of months' time based upon those results. Bit of fact to the fiction, or to the, well, there's a lot of fiction being told in regards to mould, plume and bloom worldwide. So let's see if we can get some facts in there. Back to the cigar. Now I know we've got some head spins here. We've got a full-bodied cigar, Jelly.
Medium full. Yeah.
Medium to full. Mine's full.
Oh, Jez is struggling.
That's called talking too, but like, yeah, it's full on.
Full on. Is any? I mean, there's loads of toasted tobacco
Yeah,
flavours.
rich tobacco.
Rich tobacco. I'm not getting too much else.
Not much else, no. And that's that overpowering, and not that it's an overpowering bad flavour, but you know, yeah, you can't pull anything else much out of it because it's so rich.
They're very young.
Oh yeah, that would have been rolled. I bought them in November, about the 15th. I picked them up. November 15th. They would have been rolled about November 13th. So
When going, loads of smoke output. I love the format.
construction's good. Format, but these are some. I mean, but you know, I've got some AMO. Been smoking loads of AMO. Not AMO. You know AMO. Just the Laguito Lanceros from Coiba, which are boxed September. Let me tell you that they would have been rolled August, September. Anyway, and they've got loads of that honey character. They've got beautiful Cohiba characteristics, lemongrass, coffee, magnificent cigars. I love them. You have been loving them. This has none of that.
No, but it's potential. Once you know down the track a touch, I think open up, you'll start finding other flavours coming through.
Okay, I'm going to change the question around.
Okay.
If this was a known marker, what is it closest to? Is it closest to a Monte Cristo, a Bolivar, a Cohiba? Is it closest to, forget the size, is it closest to a punch?
My thought is close to Bolivar, even, Bellicos's Finos in that rich tobacco
Earthiness.
touch of earthiness. That's that barnyard.
Cold draw, I got sweetness, but now it's just all toasted.
And you don't like Bolivar, do you, Jeff?
I don't like Bolivar. I don't like earthiness. Now that he said it, now I'm tasting it.
Now he's walking off.
No, that's the way it.
Yeah.
And some people don't. Some people don't like earthiness. They don't like the leather aspect. You would like.
I like leather, especially in like Upman.
Yeah.
You know? And that's part of the reason, like, I smoke a lot of them because it's a characteristic you don't get anywhere else.
Yeah.
For me. But yeah, this is just so overpowering because we just started it. It's hard to distinguish any sort of finer detail.
I'm with Smithy on this one here, in that if this was to be a Lancero by a 9 mark, it's very close to Bolivar. Very, very close to
There's
Bolivar.
no spice like Artigus or anything like that.
Yeah.
Mind you, there's no hard edges to it.
No, beautiful and smooth.
It's
Yeah,
smooth,
like it's
yeah.
no hard edges at all.
Yeah.
You know,
Just really lightheaded. Just feel like sliding down the toe.
It's knocked you for 6.
It's not that brutal.
We'll be back at the second, third point.
Well, 2 of us might.
Yeah. Smithy and I'll be back. Second, third, Smithy. I know you've caught up
Jess
a
has
bit there.
caught up
Yeah,
there.
I mean, we were
Yeah.
worried he wasn't going to stick around till the end.
I had a light breakfast, so I'm like,
We
Yeah,
don't
it's all right,
take
no.
kindly to excuses on the
Yeah.
deck, mate.
No, that's fine. I mean, you had breakfast. Nice.
Yeah,
Good on you.
yeah.
If I was half a host, I'd organise lunch, but I'm not. It's good.
Hey, look, it's I still think it's sort of medium full, not full, but White Light hasn't taken me on an adventure of it's still that overpowering, rich tobacco flavour. If anything, it's just sort of softened a tad, but it's just remained, forward defensive in that characteristic. We've been talking away for the last 20 minutes, half an hour here. Haven't stopped to discuss the cigar,
no.
which is not a bad thing, but always with a good cigar, you break the conversation to discuss the cigar.
Jeff?
That's true, yeah. No real change. Very powerful. It's a lovely tobacco, but no real distinct notes for me at this point.
I think what is it? It's closed. Yeah. It's closed. It's in
Needs
that,
a little bit more time to open
It's
up.
in that period where it's dead set closed. Except that I'm getting just that hint of burnt caramel on the edges there, which is something that's nice to see. I'm thinking 4 or 5 years just to throw that rest of that bundle and the other bundles have got away.
Oh yeah, I think
and
there's
there's
potential.
no
No.
the tobacco's gorgeous, but you're not seeing any great levels of complexity through it. Loving the burn, I'm just loving the size. And if you wanted something just to knock your socks off, you can probably use them there. It's still medium full, more towards the full side than medium. But just one to get into the Commodore Hotel, little tobacco shop there, ask Alex to roll you 25 or 50 of these and put them away.
Oh, yeah, you'd be
Just
happy
put
with
them
that.
away,
Yeah. I think it's one of the sort of things you can pick out over the next, 2 to 3, 5 years. And
I'm pretty sure they're 4 CUC each, yeah? So it's not going to break the budget. So $4 US each.
Yeah, God.
So you can afford to put these away and not have to worry about them. Nice. See if there actually is one more trick to it. Let's see if there is a trick to it in the last third. But
it's
not
been a great burn, though.
not
like
a bad cigar by
superb
any
burn,
means. Just
brilliant roll,
it's not
everything.
one that's going to take you on a dance and a journey at this point in its
No.
life cycle.
Do you find like the cigars that have a lot of punch up front, there's more longevity to the aging? You get a mild cigar, down the line does it become more bland or?
Not really, because I find that I think it comes back to the quality of the tobacco. Yeah. So you can have cigars which are just a full-bodied but rough, with edges everywhere, and they're not balanced. And I always have real doubts about those long term, and most of those doubts I find to come true. you can also have a cigar that's relatively light, medium in blend, and people discount them as saying that they're not going to age well. That's just crap. Because if you look at the Des Dieu, which I think is one of the great aging cigar, the Molinos, we were talking about Molinos before from Sancho Panza. They're cigars that, again, medium, just under medium bodied when they're fresh.
They're my favourite, don't tell too many people.
Yeah, well, good luck finding them. But they're cigars that just get better and better and better. In fact, Hoyos in the main just get better and better and better. Yeah. So no, I don't think you can run that line across cigars. Although there is one unknown Habanos executive who will tell you that Hoyo de Monterey double Coronas should only be smoked fresh and should never be aged. Okay? There are morons in this world. We'll be back to you shortly. Just talking about great business ideas, guys. And, I came up with a cracker, but discuss it another day.
Oh, don't tell us.
No. Too good? Too good? No.
Still.
Yeah.
Can't trust any of those.
Let's see. That's what cigars do. They actually make you think. It gives you a chance to
This
think
is that
and
whole
discuss.
smarter in your head.
Yeah.
It's taking
It wouldn't have happened with. It wouldn't have
I was
happened
going
with.
to say, taking three quarters of a cigar to get to the smart.
It wouldn't have happened with a double robusto. It only happens with the Lancero. No, it's great, but I love that about cigars. And that you have a chance to talk. We talk about so many issues this afternoon.
Tourism and the restaurant trade.
That's the beautiful thing about cigars. It brings friends together, allows you to talk through issues, bring up ideas, have a laugh. I mean, tell me another hobby that does that. Not many. No. All right, let's finish off this cigar. We're all down to our last third. And Jeremy, congratulations on that, because I know you've struggled. You've made it.
Yeah.
You struggled through it. So give us a wrap up.
For me, it's really full body. Had a few head spins, full of nicotine. I think that's because of the youth. I don't know. I'm getting a hint of sweetness. I don't know whether it's intensified at the end or if it's off the wrapper on my lips. But yeah, I can see there's obvious potential. I love the format, but loads of time down.
5 years plus.
Yeah.
Smithy?
Yeah, it's like you were saying, just before it's closed off still. That rich tobacco's just run all the way through it. Still that medium to full. I haven't gone on the adventure, hasn't gone through darker patches or lighter patches. It's, the foundation's all there for something good down the track, that's for sure.
I think the only adventure is you should get a patch for actually finishing all of it.
Yeah.
But not because it's a bad cigar, because it is
Nicotine.
quite. It's a full, but it'll knock most people around. It's to smoke something like this is infanticide, really. It's way too young. I didn't realise it. Maybe the aroma that we got from that,
the aroma
we should have given it
smells
away.
It was very
There was no
aromatic.
ammonia, but it was
it's
pungent and powerful,
yeah.
and that
Smelled
should have been.
fantastic. And cold draw was interesting.
Yeah, but it's time down. Don't let that put you off. Head in the Commodore Hotel in Havana when you're there next. Speak to Alex. Get some fantastic. He does great cigars. And in case of these ones here, put them away for a little while. Just put them away. He has used some seriously heroin.
Yeah, there's
here
quite
too.
really heroin. The anticipation with those going forward is part of the fun of what, you put them into the back of the humidor, they're there, they're full, they're going to mellow out, the tobacco characteristics are going to drift away and going to expose some other great flavours.
Well, I'm going to put these away, and in a couple of years we can pull them back out and have another crack at it.
Excellent.
And see what the transitional process is for this cigar.
Love doing that.
Always good, always entertaining, always informative. For me, anyway. I learn as I do these reviews.
We did this service too.
Yeah, and pairing with bubbly water. It's something I haven't done for a
That's
while.
about 35 degrees here.
Yeah, I've tried it every now and again. It's a really good thing to do.
This guy's too cheap to bring out alcohol.
Yeah.
But until next week, look forward to it. Keep well. Hasta luego.